Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Augie Schmidt Field on the campus of Carthage College for today's baseball doubleheader between the Sabres of Marian University and your Carthage College Redmen. At this time, please rise and gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Hey, John.
Let's give you the starting lineup. Starting at center field, it'll be Nick Bastian. Nick Duganjic will catch and bat second. Jordan Walker will hit third and play short. Michael Pappas will play first base and bat cleanup. Matt Nordland will be the designated hitter. Jake Fallish will play second and hit sixth. Batting seventh will be Travis Slawicka out of Antioch, Illinois. He'll play third. Batting eighth will be Adrian Gonzalez, the right fielder, and hitting ninth will be Anthony Sotile. On the mound for the Carthage Redmen this afternoon, it'll be their ace, Kevin Tiber. Tiber, the senior out of Kenosha Bradford High School. As he comes in today with a record of 3-0 on the spring, a 2.95 earned run average. Tiber in 21 and a third innings has allowed just 7 earned runs. He has walked 5 and struck out 12. Opponents are hitting .231 against the right-hander. He was named the Mark A. Larson Most Valuable Player last year and CCIW Pitcher of the Week back in April of last year. He was a first-team All-CCIW. 8 starts and 2 relief appearances with a 7-2 record a season ago and a 2.76 earned run average. He pitched 62 innings and threw 4 complete games, including a shutout. And he will be on the hill here in Game 1 for the Redmen. Defensively for the Redmen, it'll be Dalton in left, Klein in center, Levecki in right. Phelps will play third, Farley at short, Kramer over at second, and Schwartz at first. The veteran Nick Pierce behind the plate here this afternoon for the Carthage Redmen. Redmen in the red jerseys, white pants. Sabres with the blue jerseys and gray trousers this afternoon. Our umpires behind the plate, it'll be Shane Cannon and Dave Farou working the bases this afternoon. Tiber 6 foot 185, a senior. Set to deliver the first pitch. Nick Bastian stepping into the plate here for the Marian Sabres. Get Game 1 underway. Bastian, a .242 hitter. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Beautifully sunny skies here this afternoon in Kenosha. Temperatures in the low 40s. And the second offering in there for a strike evens the count now at a ball and a strike. Bastian, his 11th start of the year. at the plate. 8 hits in 33 at-bats in this young season. Taps that one foul down the first base line. Tiber in front now, 1-2. Transfer from College of Lake County. You look back at that 7-2 mark a year ago, and I know at least 2 different starts he could have added a couple of victories that were blown late by the bullpen last season. Off-speed pitch driven foul down the right side. Remains 1-2. Bastian, Duganjic, and Walker due up here in the top half of the first inning. Game 1 of a doubleheader this afternoon. The 1-2 pitch. Tap to third. Long throw by Phelps into the dirt, scooped out of there by Schwartz. 1 gone here in the first inning. Nick Duganjic will step to the plate here for the Sabres. Out of Waterford. Played for the Wolverines, part of that run at a state title just a couple of seasons ago. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Duganjic's a .250 hitter. This is his 6th game of the season. Just 3 hits in the young season. Tiber's pitch smashed to third. Once again, Phelps up with it. The long throw across. This one gets past Schwartz into the bullpen area, and Duganjic will reach on an error. So an error, a throwing error on Phelps, allowing Duganjic to reach, take second base. So a runner in scoring position here in the top half of the first inning, and that's been a problem the last couple of years for this Redmond team. Unforced errors. Phelps reaching to his right, trying to backhand that play near third. Had plenty of time. All he had to do was right himself and fire across, but hurried and short-armed the throw. So bring up Jordan Walker, the shortstop. 3rd leading hitter in this Marian roster at .333 on the year. Duganjic takes his lead. Curveball missing. Ball 1. Redmond have won ball games this year by large margins. 10-9. A lot of 10-9 games here early on. They'll score runs, but they give up just as many. Most of those unearned, as that one's tapped foul through the third base coach's box. Count even now at a ball and a strike. Duganjic reaching on a throwing error by Phelps. 1 gone, 1 on here in this first inning. Again smashed to third. Nice pick by Phelps. The throw across in time to get the out at first. Duganjic holding at second base. Phelps getting busy here in this first inning. 3rd straight batter to hit one down the third base side. 2 gone here in the first. That'll bring up Michael Pappas, the team's leading hitter. Pappas, the first baseman. Senior out of Flagstaff, Arizona. And he smashes that one up the middle. It'll be a base hit. Duganjic's going to round third. Here comes the throw. It'll be cut off. And Marian gets on the board here with a run. An unearned run here on the error by Phelps. Single by Pappas. Driving in the run. 1-0 Marian. Well, a costly error here in this first inning has cost the Redmen a run. Let's see if Tiber can settle down here. Fires that one right down Main Street for a strike. Matt Nordland, the designated hitter. A 167 hitter, just his 3rd game of the spring. Fastball on the corner, strike 2. 0-2 now, Tiber in front. The 0-2 delivery. Just got a piece of it foul into the netting. Yeah, Marian snapped a 4-game losing skid with a victory over Dubuque back on March 15th. Improved their record to 3-7. Their second-year head coach Jordan Badinger out of Ripon. Fastball just missed on the outside corner, 1-2. Again, this is a team that had trouble scoring runs a season ago, this Sabre team. 21 out of their 40 games, they scored 3 or less. There's a smash down the right field side, foul into the Redmond bullpen. Yeah, 21 games last year where they scored 3 or fewer runs. An 11-29 mark under head coach Jordan Badinger a year ago. Badinger out of Ripon. Been there for 5 years as an assistant coach. Took over as the head coach last season. That one a weak tapper foul. Count remains 1-2. The stretch and the pitch. Missing outside. It's twice he's gone out there, not getting the call. 2-2 the count. And the runner at first is Pappas. He drove in the only run so far here with a single. That one smashed foul down the right side. Again, the 2-2 pitch. Took something off, and that smashed into the right field. And there to make the play is Levecki to end the inning. But 1 run on 1 hit. There was an error, and 1 man left. We had the bottom half of the first inning here at Augie Schmidt Field. 1-0. The Marian Sabres on top of the Carthage Redmen.
First inning, 1 run on 1 hit.
Here for the Redmen. 10-2 on the year. Quite frankly, should be getting some votes in the D3Baseball.com poll. The first pitch inside for ball 1. Klein scored 3 runs. That third and final game last weekend down in St. Louis against Fontbonne. Takes that one low, 2-0. 6'4", 185-pounder. Bats left, but throws righty. Sandoval's pitch popped up on the infield. Drifting back is the shortstop. Waltz and a short left field will make the play. 1 gone here in the bottom half of the first inning. Walker drifting all the way out into short left field to make that play. This will be Ryan Kramer, the second baseman. Smashes that one to short. Again, Walker up with it. Long throw into the dirt. Scooped out of there nicely by Pappas. 2 gone quickly here in the bottom half of this first inning. Walker taking advantage of that artificial turf infield. Skipped that one in there. And this will bring up Cody Phelps. Phelps batting .400 here in this early part of the season. A .625 slugging percentage. Takes that one for a strike. 1 home run, 10 RBIs for Cody Phelps. That one into the dirt. Phelps and Schwartz, the team's leader in hitting coming into this game. Check swing, but called strike on the corner. 1-2. Phelps got a chance to play in St. Louis last weekend in front of the home crowd. Again, a grounder to the shortstop Walker. Up with it again, a low throw, gets past the first baseman. It'll be an error. So each team committing an error here in this first inning. So Phelps reaches here with 2 gone. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Nick Pierce.
Now up for the Redmen, catcher Nick Pierce.
Pierce out of Oconomowoc, 6'3" senior. 273. Appeared in all 13 games now for the Redmen this season. Will step in here with a runner at first, 2 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Sandoval's pitch driven to right, slicing away from the right fielder. It'll get down in fair territory for a base hit. A rounding third is Phelps, and he'll be held there. It'll be a double for Nick Pierce. Advancing Phelps to third, so 2 on, 2 out. Here in the bottom half of the first inning to bring up Schwartz.
The first baseman, Vince Schwartz.
Schwartz, 436 hitting so far this spring. 17 hits and 39 at-bats. No home runs, 10 RBI. Sandoval into the stretch. The pitch missing outside, ball 1. Schwartz, a sophomore out of Oswego High School. Near Aurora. Phelps off at third. Pierce's lead at second. The pitch missing outside, 2-0. Redmond trying to get a run back here. An unearned run scored in the top half of the first inning. On a Phelps throwing error, trying to take advantage of the Walker throwing error here. The pitch by Sandoval skips into the dirt. Nice stop behind the plate by Duganjic. Duganjic out of Waterford behind the plate here today. Wolverine baseball program out there, pretty darn good. Top half of that Southern Lakes Conference. Pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. Taking all the way that time was Schwartz. Let's see if he gets something here. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the first. A 3-1 count here to the team's leading hitter, Vince Schwartz. Grounder to second. Falish up with it. The throw to first in time to retire the side. Could not take advantage of the throwing error. No runs on 1 hit. There was an error and 2 men left.
For the Redmen in the bottom of the first inning, no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on base.
1-0. Slyka and Gonzalez do up here for the Sabres, scoring an unearned run in the top half of the first inning.
For the Sabres, second baseman Jake Falish.
Falish, the second baseman, 207 hitter. No home runs, 7 RBIs. That one missing for a ball. Kevin Tiber pitching here for the Redmen out of Bradford High School. Transfer from CLC a couple of seasons ago. That one smashed to short to Farley. Long throw across in time, 1 gone here in the second inning. Bring up the third baseman out of Antioch, Travis Slywaka. .5'11", 190-pound junior out of Antioch Community High School. 1-0 pitch, pop foul straight back. Even now at a ball and a strike. It's like a .231 hitter. with just 1 run batted in so far this season. Off-speed pitch, missing. Well, that looked pretty good. Tiber taking something off that last pitch. Looked like he got most of the plate. Must have been low. 2-1 the count. High and tight, 3-1. 1 gone. We're in the top half of the second inning. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that one. 3-2 now the count. Adrian Gonzalez in the on-deck circle here for the Sabres. Three-two delivery. Walked him. First base on balls this afternoon for Tiber. So 1 out walk will bring up the 8th place hitter, Adrian Gonzalez, the right fielder.
Right fielder, Adrian Gonzalez.
Gonzalez still searching for his first hit of the season. He's been in 5 ball games here for the Sabres. Only 2 at-bats so far. The pitch at the knees for a strike. Slyka on at first, takes his lead. Tiber's pitch, tap foul into the Marian dugout down the third base side. Doubleheader today for the Redmen and Sabres. This was supposed to be a triangular type of weekend here. Defiance College was going to make the trip up from Ohio, but again with the weather changing here overnight and into tomorrow, middle of the week, it was decided these 2 teams would play just the 2 games today. Take advantage of the somewhat warmer climes. Temperatures in the low 40s here this afternoon, but abundant sunshine. 1-2 the pitch. Liner up the middle. It'll get to the second baseman to flip to Farley for 1. The relay in time for the double play. Kramer to Farley, and out of the inning are the Redmen here in the top half of the second inning.
For Marian in the top of the second inning, no runs on no hits,
runs,
no errors, nobody left on base.
No hits. There was a walk. Nobody left. Head to the bottom half of the second inning. Marian 1, Carthage nothing. Pierce put runners at second and third, but Sandoval was able to get out of it. Zach Sandoval's wind in the pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. Dalton, 350 hitter. Pair of home runs, 9 RBIs on the season for Dalton. Drives that one to center. Coming on is Bastian. He'll make the catch. 1 gone here in the second.
Now batting the designated hitter, Joe Sisk.
Joe Sisk, the DH today. Sisk hitting .389. 1 home run, 6 RBIs for Sisk. Again, as a team, the Redmen hitting the ball well. .329 through the first 12 games. Takes that one in for a strike. Sisk, a senior out of Lake Villa, Illinois, takes that one outside, ball 1. Evens the count now at 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. Out of Lakes Community High School. 4-year letter winner. Ray Giallo, the head coach down there. Does a great job with that baseball program there. He's the team MVP his senior season. .6'1", 190 pounds, senior. 1-2 pitch from Sandoval. Missing outside, evens now at 2-2. Working on a business management degree here at Carthage. 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss. Sisk out on strikes. First strikeout of the afternoon for Sandoval. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom half of the second inning. That'll bring up Ben Levicki, the right fielder.
The right fielder, Ben Levicki.
Levicki, a .333 hitter. No home runs, 7 RBIs on the season. And Sandoval's first delivery, foul down the left field side. Levicki, a freshman at Cary Grove High School. And Sandoval now quickly ahead, 0-2. (0-2). Missing outside, 1-2 the count. First game for both teams in almost a week. Driven to right. Right fielder makes the play. Gonzalez to end the inning. Fighting that sun out there in right field. 3 up, 3 down go the Redmen here in the bottom half of the second inning. We head to the third. Redmen trail by a score of 1-0. Anthony Sotil at the plate here, a freshman out of Carroll Stream, to get things started for Marian. Sotil playing left field. Takes the first offering from Tiber, low and away. 240 hitter, Sotil.
Are we still switching at 4?
Count even now, 1-1. Kevin Tiber with a 3-0 mark coming in. Wind in the pitch, missing outside. To hit him. Hit by pitch to start the inning here for Marian. Sotil reaches base here to start this third. Top of the order, Nick Bastian, center fielder. Grounded out to Phelps back in the first inning.
Center fielder, Nick Bastian.
Out of Arrowhead High School. Square around to bunt, drops it in front of the plate. It's a fair ball. Pierce will throw to first for the out. And advancing to second base is Sotil. So it'll go as a sacrifice 2-3. Moving Sotil to second. That'll bring up the catcher, Doganzik. Nick Doganzik out of Waterford, Wisconsin. Reached on an error and scored the only run. Drives that one up the middle. Farley is there. He'll throw it into the dirt. Nice scoop by Schwartz at first base, saving a run there. Farley threw that one into the dirt. Schwartz able to scoop it out. Advancing to third is Sotil. So a runner at third and 2 out here for the Sabres, and shortstop Jordan Walker at the plate.
Now batting the shortstop, Jordan Walker.
Walker also grounded out to Phelps in that first inning. Phelps had 3 chances in that first inning. It was that second one that he threw away from Schwartz at first base. Look to third. Tiber's pitch. Foul down the third base side. Evens the count now at a ball and a strike. So just the 2 games today between these 2 teams. Redmond will open up conference play at Carroll later this coming week. Nice save by Pierce on that low pitch. 2-1 the count to Jordan Walker. After these 2 today, the Sabres will take on Ripon next weekend. Popped up behind second base. Who wants it? Gives way to the second baseman. It's Kramer calling off Farley to make the play to end the inning. So for the Sabres, no run.
For Marian in the 3rd inning.
No hits.
No runs on no hits, no errors.
There was a hit batter, no errors, and 1 man left. We head to the bottom half of inning number 3 in game 1 of our doubleheader. Carthage trailing 1-0. Zach Sandoval on the hill for the Marian Sabres.
The shortstop, Miles.
Allowed just 1 hit. Farley, the shortstop, to get things going here, and takes that one inside for a strike. Farley, 267 on the season. 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Laid off a breaking ball, evens the count now 1-1. Out of Downers Grove North High School. Saw action in 16 games last year. Made 12 starts at shortstop. Swings through that fastball, 1-2. (2016) saw action in 26 games, making 14 starts at short. Slider missing outside, 2-2. The number 9 hitter in Augie Schmidt's lineup here today. Popped up into center field. Shading his eyes is Bastine. He'll give way to the left fielder Sotil, who will make the play. Sotil with the putout. 1 gone here in the 3rd inning. Top of the order now, Colton Klein will step in for the Redmen.
The center fielder, Colton Klein.
Klein popped up to the shortstop Walker back in the 1st inning.
Yeah.
Breaking ball missing, ball 1.
Yeah, got it.
Klein 3 for 3 in the stolen base department in this early season. Good threat here at the top of the order. He's worked the count to 2-0 here. Breaking ball at the knees, in for a strike. 2-1 to Colton Klein. Fastball missing away. Freshman out of McHenry. Ooh, that one in on the inside corner just below the hands. Full count now to Klein. Kramer on deck. 1 gone here in the 3rd. Driven foul down the left field side. A lot of promise here with this Redmond team. A lot of young players getting an opportunity here as that's grounded to second. Baelish over to first in time, 2 gone.
The second baseman, Ryan Kramer.
Brings up Ryan Kramer. Kramer 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to short back in the 1st inning. Fouled straight back. Breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 now to Ryan Kramer. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. It was a tip foul. Did it hit the dirt? That's what we're asking here. Cannon, the home plate umpire, asking for some help from David Farrow, the base umpire. Got a foul tip. Did he catch it? That's the question. And I guess the umpire says he did. So it'll go as a strikeout to end the 3rd inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Sandoval has retired 7 in a row now for the Sabres. We head to the top half of the 4th inning. 1-0 Marian.
For the Redmen in the 3rd inning, no runs and no hits, no errors, nobody left on base.
Augie 1, umpires nothing so far today. The 0-2 pitch. Phelps fouls that one straight back. Phelps with some new life here. That one's a swing and a miss. Got away from the catcher, Duganzik. He'll throw down to first for the putout. So Kramer fouling out, striking out, I should say. Putout made 2-3. So now the inning officially ends with no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the 4th. Carthage down 1-0. Pappas, the first baseman. Nordlund, the designated hitter.
First baseman, Michael Pappas.
And Falish, the second baseman, due up here in the 4th against Kevin Tiber. He's pitched well. He's allowed the unearned run. Swings through the fastball, 0-1. Pappas with a single and an RBI back in the 1st inning. Duganzik had reached on an error and scored on that single, and that one's tapped foul. Quickly in front now, 0-2. Sabres at 3-7 coming into this doubleheader this afternoon. Curveball just missing inside. Boy, Tiber thought he had one there. Turns his back on the home plate umpire. One and two. Line down the right field line. Foul just to the right of the foul line.
Yeah.
Remains 1-2.
Okay.
Pappas, the team's leading hitter, coming in at 364 on the season. One of only 3 players hitting above 300 for the Sabres so far. Line by Tiber. That one tapped foul. Just got enough of it to stay alive. Klein shading Pappas toward right in center field. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. First strikeout of the ball game for Tiber.
Okay, are we still switching next inning?
That'll bring up Nordlund, the DH. Nordlund flew out to Levicki in right field back in the 1st inning. Tiber's wind and the pitch missing outside. Good job by Pierce. I'll tell you what, to have a veteran catcher behind the plate in Pierce, he has framed all those pitches, just not getting the call. It's a lost art, framing pitches.
I cannot hear you at all.
It's fouled straight back. 1-1, the count. Pierce, the last several seasons here for the Redmen, has done a nice job as the backstop. 1-2 now, the count to Matt Nordlund. Polish will be next.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Wrapped up the middle. Nice play by Kramer at second. The throw to Schwartz. Couldn't dig it out. See what they rule here. It'll be a base hit. So Nordland reaches for the first time today with a one-out infield single. Let's bring up Falish. Grounded to Farley, back to lead off the second inning for the Sabres. 1-0 Marian. One out here in the top of the fourth, a runner on. Nordland takes his lead. The pitch by Tiber into the dirt. Nice stop by Pierce. 1-0 the count. Polish, a 207 hitter coming into this doubleheader. That one's up the middle to Farley. He'll touch second for one to throw to first. Double play. The Redmen are out of the inning. So a double play by Falish ends the inning. No runs on one hit. No errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom half of the fourth inning here at Augie Schmidt Field. Carthage trailing by a score of 1-0. Middle of the order here for the Redmen in the bottom half of the fourth inning. It'll be Phelps, Pierce, and Schwartz, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Carthage trailing by a run. Sandoval's pitch into the dirt, ball one. Smashed foul down the third base side. LeQuay just keeping those hands warm in that pocket down at third base. Coach's box. 1-1 the count to Cody Phelps. High hopper to the shortstop Walker. Up with it, the throw into the dirt. Nice save out of there by the first baseman Pappas. One gone here in the fourth inning. Nick Pierce, 1 for 1.
The catcher, Nick Pierce.
Doubled, moving Phelps to third back in the first inning. Pierce hitting .275 now on the year. Again, starts him off with a breaking ball. Ball one. Sandoval's wind in the pitch. Fouled straight back. 1-1 the count. To the Oconomowoc native, Nick Pierce. Takes that one for a strike. 1-2. Fouls that one down the first base side, out of play. In 28 starts last year, 22 of them behind the plate. Hit .360 a season ago. Again, breaking ball low and away, 2-2. Third team All Wisconsin Little 10 Conference. Back in high school as that one's fouled down the third base side. Of course, Oconomowoc now part of the Classic 8 Conference in athletic competition. That includes the Waukesha schools, South, North, and West, Kettle Moraine, Arrowhead, Catholic Memorial. Breaking ball just missed outside, 2-2. Check that full count now to Pierce. Smash down the third base side, foul. Made an appearance in 28 of the 38 games played last year for the Redmen. Full count, called strike 3 on the inside corner. Pierce can't believe it. Third strikeout of the ball game for Sandoval. Two up, two down here in the fourth inning for the Redmen. I'll bring up the first baseman, Vince Schwartz. Schwartz 0 for 1 today. Grounded to Fowlish back in the first inning to end the first inning. Curveball on the outside corner for a strike. It's tapped foul through the coach's box and into the dugout on the third base side. 0-2 now to Schwartz, the first baseman. Smash to the first baseman, makes a nice play. Pappas spearing that line drive down the first base side. That'll end the inning for the Redmen here in the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 10 straight retired now by Sandoval. We head to the fifth, 1-0 Marian. Teal, bottom third of the order for the Sabres to begin this fifth inning. Their lone run coming in the first inning. Throwing error by Phelps at third allowed Duganzik to reach and was driven in by Pappas. Tiber's wind and the pitch, curve in there for a strike. Slivka walked back in the second inning. The only base on balls allowed by Tiber this afternoon. He has only one strikeout as well. Fouled straight back, quickly in front now, 0-2. High hopper to third, Phelps up with it. The throw in time. Schwartz able to hang on to the bag, one gone. Phelps busy this afternoon. That is the fourth attempt of the day. So one out here in the top half of the fifth inning. This will be Adrian
the right fielder,
Gonzalez.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Gonzalez grounded into a double play to end the second inning. Head in the count now, 1-0. One didn't get called either there. Nate Odell in the bullpen for the Redmen, warming up. Sophomore out of Twin Cities, taking some warm-up pitches in the bullpen for Carthage. That one's fouled at the plate. 2-1 the count. The wind by Tiber on the outside corner for strike 2. One gone here in the top half of the fifth. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Tiber. 2 gone here in the fifth. Then bring up the number 9 hitter, Anthony Sotil.
Left fielder, Anthony Sotil.
Sotil hit by a pitch to open up the third inning. Advanced to second on a sacrifice by Bastine, and then went to third on a ground out by Duganzik and was stranded there back in the third inning. Behind 0-1. Tap foul again. Again, Tiber quickly in front, 0-2. Sharply hit. Phelps knocks it down behind the bag. We'll have to eat it. Second error of the day for Phelps at third base. So the number 9 hitter reaching. Top of the order we go. Bastine, the center fielder. Bastine officially 0 for 1. Sacrifice back in the third. Curveball in there for a strike. See if Tiber can stop it right here. So Teal takes his lead at first. The 0-1 pitch, swing and fouled at the plate, 0-2. Sabres out of the Northland Conference, 5-15 a year ago. Picked to finish in the bottom third of that conference once again this year. Just missing inside. A fastball running in that time, 1-2. So Teal again takes his lead over at first. Not going. The pitch driven down the left field line, foul into the Sabre bullpen. Remains 1-2 to Bastine. Nick Bastine. Sophomore out of Arrowhead High School. Tiber's pitch. Just missed outside. Want to get him here. 2-2, 2 out, runner at first. Tiber steps off. Wants Pierce to go through the signs once again. So Teal takes his lead at first. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball, Phelps to third. He'll throw to second for the force, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits. There was an error and 1 man left. Sabres have stranded 3 here through 5, but they lead the Redmen by a score of 1-0. Ryan Dalton will get things going here for the Redmen in the bottom half of the 5th. Fouls that one away, 0-1. Zach Sandoval on the hill for the Marian Sabres has kept the Redmen at bay, allowing just 1 hit through the first 4 innings. That one's pop foul. It'll drift out of play behind the Sabre dugout. Dalton 0 for 1. Flew out to the center fielder Bastine back in the second inning.
Thank you.
And Sandoval, this is his second outing of the year. Got thumped pretty good in his first outing, going in just 4 innings. Pop that one up straight back. And right in the head. Head hit the announcer right in the head. 0-2 the count. Feel sorry for the baseball. Wastes one outside, 1-2. Dalton, Sisk, and Levicki. Redmond had something going back in the first. Runners at second and third, 2 out, but couldn't come up with it. There's a shot up the middle. Nice stop by the second baseman, Fallish. The throw across, not in time. Gets past the first baseman. Oh, they say he made a move to second. They say he made the attempt to go to second on that overthrow, and so the umpire, David Faroo, ruling that he was tagged out for making a running move towards second as he crossed the first base bag. That will go 4-3-2-3, I believe. Augie having a discussion with the umpires, and David Faroo saying, yes, indeed, he did make a move. So it'll go as a hit and then out circling first. So, well, the catcher was backing up first base. So on the bad throw by Fallish to Pappas, it got past Pappas. The catcher, Duganzik, made the play and then threw back to Pappas, who tagged Dalton out. So it'll go as a hit and an out there at first base. Pitch high and tight. It's 2-0 the count here to Joe Sisk. And again, if that runner just crosses first base and runs straight into the outfield, no problem. But it looked like he flinched a little, kind of steered and veered his way to the left as he crossed first base, and that's what David Faroo, the umpire on the bases there, must have ruled. That constituted a move to second. Therefore, Duganzik, who was backing up the play, flipped the ball back to Pappas, who then tagged Dalton out. 3-1 the count now to Sisk. Popped up down the third base line in a sliding attempt. And into the dugout the ball goes. And let's check out the third baseman here, Slivka. He slid right into that fencing there in the dugout. He's going to walk this one off. Third baseman Slivka. Trying to make a play there at third base, slid into the fencing that's in front of the dugout. May have jammed that right foot. Head coach Jordan Badinger walking with him. The coach's box there. Looks like Slivka's going to stay in the ball game. Full count here to the hitter Joe Sisk. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 1 of 3 here today by Sandoval. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Sandoval's pitch, swing and a miss. 4th strikeout of the day for Sandoval. 2 up, 2 down.
The right fielder, Ben Levicki.
Levicki, the right fielder. 0 for 1 today. Smash up the middle, base hit. First pitch swinging, Levicki drives that one into center for a single. It'll bring up Miles Farley, the shortstop, the 9th hitter in the order.
The shortstop, Miles Farley.
Farley popped out to Bastine, the center fielder, back in the 2nd inning. First pitch in there for a strike. Vicky 1 for 1 in the stolen base department, held up there. That pitch into the dirt that time. 1-1 the count. High fastballs chasing that time. Farley comes up empty. 1-2 the count. 2 out, runner at first. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Carthage trailing by a run. Levicki takes his lead. The pitch by Sandoval, high and away. Evens the count now at 2-2. Like to get Farley here to reach to get to the top of the order here. So, runners on. Curveball missing low. 3-2 the count now, so Levicki will be off on this pitch. See if Farley can find a gap here with a 3-2 count. The runner at first will be going. Fake to first. Said he stepped off, so no balk. Again, Levicki takes his lead. There he goes. The pitch popped up into right center field. The second baseman drifting back. Fallish, he'll make the catch to retire the side. Officially, no runs on 2 hits. The out at first after the single by Dalton. 1 man left. We head to the 6th inning. Sabres leading the Redmen here by a score of 1-0.
Your attention, please. Now into pitch for the Redmen, number 22, Nate O'Dahl.
And former Waterford Wolverine Nick Duganzik steps in here for the Sabres. O'Dahl's first pitch in there for a strike. O'Dahl is a sophomore out of the Twin Cities. Transfer from Gonzaga. Bulldogs getting eliminated from the NCAA tournament by Florida State last night. Matter of fact, my 2 Final Four teams knocked out Kentucky and Gonzaga last night's action. So now my brackets are officially busted. Phil Burwell letting me know Villanova is his champion. 3-1 to Duganzik. Well, I still have Villanova and KU. High strike at the letters. Brings the count full now at 3-2. O'Dahl's pitch wrapped sharply to short. Farley, the long throw across in time. 1 gone here in the 6th. It'll bring up Jordan Walker, the shortstop. Walker 0 for 2.
The shortstop, Jordan Walker.
Grounded out to Phelps in the 1st inning. Popped out to the second baseman Kramer back in the 3rd. O'Dahl's pitch, curveball missing inside. Get transferred in from Gonzaga. 6'3", 210. O'Dahl's pitch right down Main Street for strike. Skips that one in. O'Dahl's pitch, swing and a miss. Good fastball, good high heat that time. Little flare down the right side, and it will bounce foul in front of Schwartz. Two and two the count. Curveball in there for strike three. Pulled the string on that one. First strikeout for O'Dahl. Third strikeout of the ball game by the Sabres. We'll bring up Pappas, the first baseman. Two gone here in the sixth. O'Dahl coming off a 6-inning outing against Fontbonne over the last weekend, as that one's flying into right field. On the run is Levicki to retire the side. Top of the order for the Redmen here in the sixth, trying to get something going. They trail 1-0. 1 run, 2 hits, and an error for Marian. No runs, 3 hits, 2 errors committed by the Redmen.
Leading off, Colton Klein.
It'll be Klein, Kramer, and Phelps, the top of the order here for the Redmen. Klein 0 for 2 today, grounded out to second back in the third inning. Zach Sandoval gets ahead on a breaking ball. Klein 3 for 6 down in Arizona against Northwestern College. 4 RBI day in that ball game. Takes that one low and away, ball 1. 1-1 the count to the freshman Colton Klein. This will be a good one. Develop into a solid collegiate athlete here for Augie Schmidt. Schmidt, by the way, 896 victories in 31 seasons. Knocking on the door of 900. Soft liner into center, and coming on is Bastine for the play. 1 gone here in the sixth. Ryan Kramer stepping to the plate. Kramer 0 for 2.
The second baseman, Ryan Kramer.
Struck out back in the third inning. Kramer coming in, hitting .250. Wraps that one foul. Nice stop by LeQuay at third base there, the coach's box. Kramer out of Chicago. Wraps that one hard into left, and that will get over the left fielder's head and will travel to the wall. Heading into second is Kramer with a stand-up double, and the Redmen have something going here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. A 1-out double by Ryan Kramer puts a runner in scoring position for Cody Phelps. Phelps reached on an error back in the first inning, grounded out to short back in the fourth.
Third baseman.
Redmen trail here 1-0, but a runner in scoring position with 1 out here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Infield back, outfield straight away here for Phelps. Lines that one into right. That's going to get down into the gap. That's going to go to the wall. Rounding third and heading home is Kramer. Into second base with a double is Phelps. Back-to-back doubles, and the Redmen have tied this game at 1. So Sandoval, who had been cruising along here, retiring 13 of the last 14 batters going into this inning. We've got a pinch runner at second base as well. It's going to be Brandon Hannick running at second base here
the pinch
for
runner
Phelps.
For the Redmen, Brandon Hannick, now batting Nick Pierce.
This will be Pierce, the catcher. Game tied at 1 now here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Sandoval turns and throws. The second, it goes into center field, and advancing to third is Hannick. So now, with 1 out, a runner at third. See if they pull the infield in here. So a pickoff attempt by Sandoval. That'll be an E1. Pierce takes a curveball in there for a strike. Infield in at the corners here. Walker and Fallish, the shortstop and second baseman, back. Now the shortstop will come in. They'll bring all the infield in here. Pierce checked his swing. Evens the count now at 1-1. Hannick, the pinch runner for Phelps at third base. He represents the go-ahead run here for the Redmen. 1 out here in the 6th. Infield in. The 1-1 pitch fouled sharply to right side. 1-2 the count. One and two the count. Sandoval, the starter on the hill. The wind and the pitch. Grounded over the head of the third baseman into left field for a base hit. Hannick will come in to score, and the Redmen take the lead 2-1. A high chop single for Pierce over the drawn-in third baseman. Slivka had come in with the runner at third. Had he been playing back, that would have been a routine grounder. But it goes as a single and an RBI for Pierce, and the Redmen take their first lead of the day, 2-1. Schwartz at the plate takes a strike. Vince Schwartz 0 for 2. Grounded out back in the first. Popped out to the first baseman Pappas in the fourth. Back-to-back doubles by Kramer and Phelps. Hannick coming in to pinch run for Phelps. Advancing to third on an errant pickoff throw. And scoring on the single by Pierce. And the Redmen lead at 2-1. Smash down the right field side, foul. Schwartz, the team's leading hitter, coming in at .436 on the season. That one hit him. Tried to go with a breaking ball inside, didn't break, and so hit by pitch is Schwartz. Advancing to second is Pierce. So the one-out rally continues here for the Redmen. Now some activity in the Sabre bullpen. Some stirring out there. As Ryan Dalton will step to the plate. Dalton in the 5th inning, and one of the more unusual plays that you will see.
The left fielder, Ryan Dalton.
Reached first on an infield single, was ruled to have made an attempt to get to second on the errant throw. Was backed up by Duganzik as this one's driven to left. Drifting over to the foul line is the left fielder. Making the catch in foul territory is Sotil. The runners will hold. Tough chance there. Sotil, that wind carrying the ball into the left field corner. Had to chase that one all the way down for the out. 2 gone here in the 6th. Pierce remains at second. Schwartz at first.
The designated hitter
for Joe
Sisk.
Sisk, the designated hitter, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Would love to redeem himself here. Takes in for a strike. Sisk entered this doubleheader, 389 on the year. His big game was the Northwestern College game where he was 4 for 5 in that one. Liner up the middle. Second baseman will scoop it, dropped it, got it to second, safe all around as the shortstop dropped the flip. Folish and Walker could not get the force out. It'll go as a fielder's choice in an E4. Fielder's choice, error 4. Third error of the game by Marian. Bases loaded. That one's fouled straight back by Levicki.
Ben Levicki.
Levicki 1 for 2 with a single back in the 5th. Redmen have scored 2 here in the 6th to take a 2-1 lead. They've got the bases loaded and 2 out here. See if they can crack this one open. Sandoval stretch, the pitch, missing high. 1-1 the count. Jordan Bach warming up in the bullpen for the Sabres down the left field side. Into the dirt, nice save by Duganzik. Two and 1 the count to Ben Levicki, the right fielder. Bases loaded. Pierce at third, Schwartz at second, Sisk at first. Sandoval's pitch missing high and away, 3-1. Nowhere to put him here. Big pitch here for Sandoval. Sandoval looking in for the sign. The 3-1 pitch. High and away, ball 4, run in. So the first walk of the day given up by Sandoval leads to an RBI. Bags remain full, and this will be all for Sandoval. The 9th man to bat in the inning is Miles Farley, the shortstop. Another pinch runner here for the Redmen. Looks like Jake Mitchell's going to come in and run second base.
Pinch running for the Redmen, number 5, Jake Mitchell.
He will run for Sisk. Grounded foul sharply into the dugout at the third base side. 4-1 the count. Sandoval remaining in. Three runs in for the Redmen here in the 6th. They take their first lead, 3-1. Pitch missing away, 1-1. Farley 0 for 2 today. Both flyouts popped out to the second baseman in the 5th, flew out to the center fielder Bastine in the 3rd. The 1-1 pitch, missing high, 2-1. Farley coming off a 2-for-13 series last weekend in St. Louis against Fontbonne. Drives that one straight back. He was on it. Just missed it. Count even now at 2-2. 2 out, bases loaded. Schwartz at 3rd. Mitchell on at 2nd. Levicki on at 1st. Count going full now, so the merry-go-round begins. Runners take their lead. There they go. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. But the Redmen score 3 here in the 6th on 3 hits, 2 errors.
Redmen in the 6th inning, 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, 3 left on base.
Carthage plating 3 in their half of the 6th inning to take the lead 3-1. Fouled sharply over the right side. 0-1 the count to Matt Nordland, the designated hitter. Nordland 1 for 2 today with a single back in the 4th inning. Breaking ball missing away, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2 the count here to Nordland. One's pop foul over the right field side. Nordland also out of Lakes Community High School. He's a junior. Missing inside, 2-2. Curveball on the inside corner, strike 3 call. Second strikeout of the day for Odall. Jake Fowlish, the second baseman.
Second baseman, Jake Fowlish.
Grounded into an inning-ending double play back in the 4th. He's 0 for 2. Slider missing outside, 1-0. Odall, the transfer from Gonzaga. High heater that time, 1-1. Comes back quickly, fouling that one away. 1-2 now. Curveball just missed inside. Ooh. Count even now at 2-2. Odell's pitch fouled straight back. Odell 6'3", 210 pounds. Sophomore from the Twin Cities. Going away. Count goes full now, 3-2. One gone. We're in the top half of the 7th. Redmond lead it by a score of 3-1. 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning, the difference here, after Redmond gave up an unearned run in the first. It's fouled down the right field side, not a play. Pop that one foul. Again, O'Dahl, 9 strikeouts in a 6 1/3 inning game. That one's lined sharply into right for a base hit. Over quickly, the Vicky to get that one back in. First hit off of O'Dahl, so 1-out single. Travis Slifka, the third baseman, stepping in. Slifka out of Antioch. Officially 0 for 1, grounded out to Phelps at third in the 5th inning. Drew a walk back in the 2nd. Woodall's pitch, curveball in there for a strike. Talked about O'Dahl. This is his 4th appearance of the season. Went 6 innings against Gustavus, striking out 7. Check swing to the first baseman, Schwartz. He'll make the put out at first. Advancing to second is Follish. So it goes 3 unassisted for 2 gone here in the 7th. We get a pinch hitter here for the Sabres. This will be Jake Ahrens. Ahrens out of Boston, Wisconsin. Pinch hitting here
for the
Gonzalez.
Sabres, number 19, Jake Ahrens.
He'll step in here with a runner in scoring position. 2 gone, top half of the 7th, facing O'Dahl. O'Dahl stepping off. $18 1/3 innings for O'Dahl coming in. Had 18 strikeouts. So could use one here. Curveball again, just missing inside. He's got a dandy one going today. Missing low and away. 2-0. O'Dahl falling behind. No activity in the Redmond bullpen. There is activity out in the Sabre bullpen down the left field line. Two 2-0 the count. O'Dahl's pitch. Curveball missing inside. Don't want to give him anything to hit here. First base open. Let's see what O'Dahl delivers here. A 3-0 pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Guess you could call that the automatic. O'Dahl's pitch missing high for ball 4. So runners at first and second. One gone here in the 7th. First walk issued by O'Dahl today. Get a pinch runner now. Be Matthew Sanchez running at first base, a freshman out of Eagle Valley, Colorado for the Sabres. So runners at first and second with 2 gone.
Pinch
Here in
running
the
for the
top
Sabres
half
at
of the
first
7th.
base, number 38, Matthew Sanchez.
Anthony Sotil, the number 9
Anthony
hitter, stepping
Sotil
in
now
for
batting.
Marian. Runners take their lead. O'Dahl working from the stretch and the pitch. On the outside corner for strike 1. Sotil reached on an error back in the 5th, but was erased on a fielder's choice to end the inning. We're missing low and away, evens the count now at 1 ball, 1 strike. He's reached twice today. Reached on an error and was hit by a pitch. O'Dahl's pitch, low and away, 2-1, falling behind here the last couple of hitters. Time called now as Nick Pierce will go out and have a chat with the Gonzaga transfer, Nate O'Dahl. 7th inning of game number 1. Sotil steps in. The 2-1 delivery here by O'Dahl. Fouled straight back. Looking dead red there. Nearly came up with it. Two and 2. See if he comes with the Uncle Charlie here. Time called at the plate. Runners take their lead. Fallish off at second. Sanchez taking the lead at first, the pinch runner. The 2-2 by O'Dahl. Grounded sharply to third. The flip to second. It gets away from the second baseman. A run's going to score. Advancing to third is Sanchez. And another error on the infield by the Redmen. Sotil reaching on a fielder's choice. It'll be an error on the throw. That error going to be charged to Hannick. Allows a run to score. So Fallish in, Sanchez advancing to third on the error. Sotil on at first, top of the order now, Bastine. He's ahead in the count, 1-0. O'Dahl will step off. The pitch popped him up on the infield. Kramer drifting back at second will make the play to get out of the inning. Another unearned run given up by the Redmen today. That's 3 errors by the Redmen, all in the infield.
For Marian in the 7th inning, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on base.
1 run on 1 hit. There was an error and 2 men left. New pitcher in there now for the Sabres, also a new right fielder. The right fielder will be Gates, a freshman. Josh Gates. New pitcher is Jordan Bach. Bach, a junior out of Sugar Grove, taking over for Sandoval. Sandoval going 7 innings, giving up 6 hits, 3 runs. No walks, hit a batter, and had 4 strikeouts.
Jordan Bach. Leading off for the Redmen, Colton Klein.
Will be the top of the order for the Redmen. Here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. They lead it by a score of 3-2. All 3 runs coming in the 6th. Klein, Kramer, Hannick due up. That one's drifting foul and will get out of play at the third base dugout. Klein 0 for 2. Flew out to center field in the 6th, grounded out to second in the 3rd. Bach 1 and 2, making his 4th appearance of the year, 11 innings. Smashed foul down the first baseline. 6.55 earned run average. He's given up 13 runs, 8 earned, has walked 5, struck out 8. Opponents hitting .348 on Bach this year. 0-2 the count to Colton Klein, the center fielder. Tries to push that one out into left. It'll go foul into the bullpen area. Into the dirt. 1-2. Bach, 6 foot, 190-pound right-hander. Another pitch low and away, 2-2. Hit sharply down the left field side. Giving chase is Sotil, and he won't get it. It'll land in the bullpen. (3-2) Redmond here in the bottom of the 7th. Box delivery. Line drive, curling back to the left field, slicing and caught by the left fielder Sotil. One gone here in the 7th. So Klein 0 for 3 today. We'll bring up Ryan Kramer, the second baseman.
Second baseman, Ryan
Kramer got it started in that 6th with a 1-out double. Scored what was the tying run off the double by Cody Phelps. Drops that one down, gets past the pitching mound, and he'll reach. It'll be an infield single for Ryan Kramer. So Kramer now 2 for 4 today with a run scored. This will be Brandon Hennick, third baseman. Came on to pinch run for Phelps in the 6th inning. Remains in the game at third for the Redmen. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. That one fouled sharply into the screen on the right field side. Game 1 of a doubleheader this afternoon. Got men's volleyball tonight at the Tarbell Arena. Busy weekend. Softball tomorrow as well. Off-speed pitch, a wave and a miss by Hennick. Bach quickly in front now, 0-2. Bach in relief of Sandoval. Throw to first. Kramer easily back. Hennick, a .444 hitter, 7 games. Taps that one foul. Kramer 1 for 1 in the stolen base department. Redmond as a team 6 for 8. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. Manufacture some runs. Getting a throw to first. The last couple of years, this has not been a team to manufacture runs. They've been coming to the plate, clubbing the baseball. Grounded sharply to short. The flip to second for 1. The return throw not in time, they say. Ooh. Got him by a half step. Double play ends the inning for the Redmen here. Nice turn by Palish, Walker, and Pappas. We head to the 8th inning. Carthage with a 1-run lead. Redmen 3, Marian 2. Nate O'Dahl into his 3rd inning of relief here. Begin the 8th inning. Redmond lead it by a score of 3-2, plating 3 runs in the 7th inning. Duganzik, Walker, and Pappas due up here, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the 8th inning for the Sabres. First pitch, got him on the elbow. That one's going to hurt for a while. On a day like today, that's going to... Boy. Right in the elbow, a double deflection as Pierce was also shaken up. Duganzik in quite some pain is down behind first base. Took that one right in the elbow, right in the funny bone. Oh, on a day like today, that's gonna smart till next week, Wednesday. Jake Denauer coming out to the trainer for the Redmen. Or is that Zach? Zach Taves, the trainer out there. Duganzik's going to come out. Be a pinch runner here. It'll be Sean Meyer. The freshman out of Oconomowoc will pinch run here for Duganzik.
Pinch runner for the Sabres, number 22, Sean Meyer.
So the tying run on first base here to start the 8th inning for the Sabres. Jordan Walker, the shortstop, to the plate, 0 for 3 today. Struck out looking back in the 6th. One of 2 strikeouts by O'Dahl today. That one's lofted into right field for a base hit. A little bobble by the right fielder, but Levecki able to get it back in with the runner not advancing. So runners at first and second, nobody out here in the 8th for the Sabres. Michael Pappas, the first baseman.
First baseman, Michael Pappas.
1 for 3. Strikeout victim back in the 4th. Squares around a bunt. Into the dirt. Runner going to third. The throw down in time. Good play by Pierce behind the plate. It was a low and away pitch on the bunt attempt. The runner kept coming. That was the pinch runner, Meyer. And he was an easy out at third as Hennick was just able to lay the glove down, and Meyer tagged himself out. He'll go 2-5 on the putout. Runner remains at first, 1 gone here in the 8th inning. The throw over in time. Not in time, I should say. So 1-0 the count here. 1 out with a runner at first. That's Walker. He'll take his lead. O'Dahl into the stretch. Time called at the plate. Again, O'Dahl into the stretch. 1-0 pitch. Check swing into right field for a base hit. Excuse me for the single. by Michael Pappas. Advances Walker to second. So now first and second with one out. Matt Nordland, the designated hitter, to the plate. Nordland 1 for 3.
Matt Norland.
Caught looking in the 7th. Singled and was erased on a double play in the 4th. Flew out to Levicki back in the 1st. Tying run at second. Pitch swung on and fouled down the right field side into the Redmond bullpen out of play. A stretch by O'Dahl. The pitch into the dirt. Nice save by Pierce behind the plate. 1-1 the count. Nordland, then Fallish. And this inning started with a hit by pitch by Duganzik. He left for Meyer. Walker singled, putting runners at first and second, but a bunt attempt. The throw down to third got the runner, Meyer. Pappas was able to single. Now Nordland at the plate. 1-2 the count. Could use a strikeout here. O'Dahl's pitch. Grounded up the middle. Let's see if they can turn two. Kramer to Farley to first, and the Redmen get out of it. Taylor made 4-6-3, and the Redmen do not give up a run here in this 8th inning.
For Marian in the 8th inning, no runs on 2 hits.
No runs
no errors,
on
one
2
left on
hits, a
base.
hit batter, and 1 man left. We head to the bottom half of inning number 8. Redmond with a 1-run lead. Carthage 3, Marian Sabres 2. We certainly hope nothing serious with Duganzik. Breaking ball low. Bach relieving Sandoval in the 7th inning. That one foul down the right side, evens the count now at a ball and a strike. Pierce 2 for 3 today, including an RBI. An RBI single in the 6th. Doubled and was left stranded back in the 1st. Sandwiched in between there, called strike 3. Went low, 2-1. Redmond trying to extend their win streak to 10 in a row. On the inside corner, even now at 2-2. Off the hands, popped up to the first base side, and making the play, Pappas, 1 gone here in the 8th. Bring up the first baseman, Vince Schwartz.
The first
Schwartz
baseman,
was hit by a
Vince
pitch
Schwartz.
back in the 6th, advanced to 3rd, and was left stranded. Officially 0 for 2 today. Fouls that one away to the right side. Box kick and delivery. Again, pop foul over the right side. 0-2 the count to Schmidt, or Schwartz, I should say. Dalton would be next. Box 0-2 pitch into the dirt. Good block by Meyer. 1-2. Schwartz taps that one at the plate. It'll roll foul. The 1-2 pitch by Bach. Smashed down the left field line, foul. Schwartz has hit in every ball game except the Northwestern College game. Flies that one deep to left. It'll get to the wall on one hop. Schwartz around first will make it into second base standing for a double. First hit of the day for Schwartz. A one-out double puts a runner in scoring position.
Now batting the left fielder, Ryan Dalton.
Ryan Dalton to the plate. Dalton 1 for 3 today. Singled back of the fifth. Then attempted to, at least the umpire's view, attempted to make an advance on an errant throw at first base and was thrown out 2-3 after an infield single. It's one of the strangest plays I've seen involving Carthage baseball the last 3 seasons. Schwartz off at second. Box delivery. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that one. 0-1 to Ryan Dalton. Curveball missing. 1-1. Dalton hit his first home run, make it his second home run of the season last weekend against Fontbonne. Game 2 of that Saturday doubleheader down in St. Louis. Grounds that one foul past the third base coach's box. Bach ahead now, 1-2. Outfield straightaway. Medium depth here for Dalton. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Bach. Got a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for the Redmen, number 15, Joe Godlewski.
Joe Godlewski, senior out of Indianapolis. Godlewski, 364 hitter coming into the game. Godlewski, nice weekend last weekend in St. Louis. 4 for 13. Scored 3 runs. Lines that one into right center field. It will get down for a base hit. Coming in from third and sliding into home with the insurance run is Schwartz. It'll be a pinch single for Godlewski. An insurance run for the Redmen here in the 8th. They now lead it 4-2.
Ben Levicki.
This will be Ben Levicki, the right fielder. Levicki with a bases loaded walk, driving in a run back in that 3-run 6th inning. Fouls that one straight back. 1 for 2 officially with that RBI. That one just missing. 1-1. Meyer, the new catcher, in there now for the Sabres, replacing Duganzik, as that one is a fly ball into left. And there to make the play is Sotil to end the inning. But the Redmen played a run on a couple of hits.
Yeah.
Top half of the ninth inning. Carthage with the 2-run lead, 4-2. Some changes for the Redmen. It's like Marchuk in center field now. Jake Marchuk. And we got Brian Croak, I believe, number 1 out in right field. Is that Klein out in right field? Number 9. Somebody get this right for me here. We got number 9 in right field. Klein moves out to right field. So Klein moves from center to right. Marchuk is the new center fielder. 3-2 the count here. O'Dahl in relief stands to get the win, and that's a sharp single to center to start the ninth inning for the Sabres. So Falish with a second hit of the day. Leadoff batter gets on here in the ninth inning for the Sabres.
Third baseman, Travis Slivka.
Travis Slivka, the third baseman. Grounded into fielder's choice in the 7th. Grounded out in the 5th. Walked in the 2nd for Slivka out of Antioch. Throw to first. Falish in safely. Redmen going for their 10th win in a row here. They can nail this one down. They lead it by 2. Nobody out here in the 9th. Fastball missing inside. 1-0. No activity in the... Well, there is some activity in the Redmen bullpen. Looks like Brian Pulaski out in the bullpen, the sophomore, warming up. See if O'Dahl can nail it down here. Runner at first takes his lead. The pitch low. I think O'Dahl was upset giving up that single. That may have broken his concentration here just a little bit. Pierce coming out to settle down his pitcher. O'Dahl, the transfer from Gonzaga. A hitter's count now for Slivka. Falish takes his lead at first. Throw over, dives in safely. See if we can get a ground ball here. There's your ground ball, but sharply hit through the hole into left field for a base hit. First 2 reach here to start the 9th for Marian. This will be a pinch hitter now. Pinch runner, excuse me. So this will be Hunter Berry coming in, the senior out of New Lisbon, pinch running at first for Slivka.
For the Redmen, number 35, Brian Pulaski.
So Pulaski called on here to get the final
Josh
3 outs. He inherits runners at second and first with nobody out here in the 9th. Gates at the plate, drops one down, and it goes foul, touched by Pierce. Pulaski 6'5", 285 out of Elk Grove Village. Out of Conant High School in Hoffman Estates. Infield back looking for the double play. Back up the middle, in on the corners here. Pulaski looking into Pierce for the sign. Now time called. Gates taking timeout. Pulaski will reset. The pitch squares to bunt, takes for a strike on the corner, 0-2. Now let's see if we can get a ground ball here. Infield will drop back. Hennick and Schwartz back behind the bag now at third and first. Pulaski into the stretch, the 0-2 pitch just missed outside. Fallish takes his lead at second. Barry, the pinch runner, in for Slifka over at first. Pulaski's pitch, swing and a miss, gets past Pierce to the backstop. The runners will advance. Everybody's safe on the swing and a miss strikeout. That will load the bases. So go as a strikeout pass ball. Advancing the runners to second and third. So now the tying runs are in scoring position with one out here for the Sabres. Sotil, the left fielder, at the plate. The pitch by Pulaski on the outside corner for a strike. Anthony Sotil reaching on a fielder's choice back in the seventh. Reached on an error in the fifth and was hit by a pitch in the third. He's been on base 3 times this afternoon. It's game 1 of our doubleheader. Carthage leading 4-2 here in the top half of the ninth. Pulaski in relief of O'Dahl, trying to nail this one down. Popped up on the infield, coming in on it is Hennick for the out. Wow, big break there for the Redmen. Fastball boring in on the hands of Sotil. And he flies out to Hennick at third base.
Number 16.
Big
Nick
out there.
Bastine.
So 2 gone now. Top of the order, Bastine. Nick Bastine. 0 for 3 today. Takes that first pitch low and away. Pulaski looking for his 4th save of the season if he can get this final out. Missing outside, 2-0. Sean Meyer on deck for the Sabres. First base open here, not going to give him much to hit, I don't think. Fouled. Was late on the fastball. 2-1 the count. Fallish on at third. Hunter Berry at second. The runners for the Sabres here in the 9th inning. Pitch by Pulaski. Checked his swing. Did he go? Yes, sir. 2-2 now. One strike away from putting this one away. Pulaski into the stretch. The pitch. Grounded to short. Farley up with it. The long throw to first in time, and the Redmen extend their winning streak to 10 games as they defeat the Marian Sabres here in game one of our doubleheader by a score of 4-2.
2 left on base. Your final score of game one: Carthage 4, Marian
Redmen
2.
with 4 runs, 9 hits,
and
and 3 errors.
For Marian, 2 runs on 7 hits,
2
3
runs,
errors. And for Carthage, 4 runs
7
on 9
hits,
hits
and
with
3 errors. The winner is O'Dahl. The save to Pulaski, his 4th. The loser is Sandoval today, giving up those 3 runs in the 6th inning. So the Redmen with a 3-run 6th, adding an insurance in the 8th, win game one of our doubleheader 4-2. Game